Great pleasure that I also welcome you to Greece and Ηράκλειο for the General Assembly of the International Committee of the Mediterranean Games, one day before the opening ceremony for the third Mediterranean Beach Games. Greece has always participated in the Mediterranean Games since their first edition back in 1951 in Alexandria, Egypt, and supports in every way our organization, ICMG. This is the second time that we host the Mediterranean Beach Games after Patras in 2019. The Mediterranean Sea is the cradle of world culture. The first great ancient civilizations were created here. The Olympic Games were born here. The Mediterranean Games are founded on the same Olympic values and principles. They send messages of friendship, solidarity, inclusion, and above all, peace. In this great yet sensitive region of the planet, with its vast history and precious heritage, the Mediterranean Sea is our common denomination which unites all of us. In a fragile world like the one we live in, sport can and must bring people together. Sport can and must build bridges. Sport is a force for good and has the power to unite people. Everyone should have the opportunity to be actively involved in whatever sport they choose, in whatever capacity they choose. All the organizations we represent should be committed to being inclusive and open, regardless of age, gender, cultural or religious background, or other attributes that may lead to any person feeling excluded or isolated. Of course, we cannot rely on sports to solve the political problems in the world when international organizations and our politicians cannot do so. With the Paris Olympic Games taking place in less than a year from today, we hope that these games will remain unaffected. The most important sports event on the planet must not be damaged by political differences. We must do our best to preserve our precious Olympic Games and what is behind them. As you very well know, participating in a major sport event, and above all the Olympic Games, is the biggest dream of all athletes, regardless of their passport, the peak of their hard and meticulous effort. We must all do our best to keep this dream alive. So, our only response during these difficult times should be the unity of the sports movement. Only through teamwork, solidarity, and cooperation, it can stand up to great challenges of our times. Dear colleagues and friends, at this point, I would also like to wish you all the best of success for our General Assembly. I'm confident that the decisions we shall take will keep the spirit of the Mediterranean Games alive and thriving. Please do not forget that at the same time, we must find ways to focus on sustainability, environmental protection, and gender equality. The recommendations of Olympic Agenda 2020+5 are clear. But what is clearer is what we witness every day all around the world. Climate change is here. Violent storms have pounded parts of our territories, Spain, Greece, and Turkey, and earlier in Slovenia and Croatia, with extreme amounts of rain causing floods that killed decades of people. Not to forget in the past, the devastating wildfires that we have also in our region. You heard from the Minister what is happening in Greece with the record rainfall. Therefore, it is imperative that we find new ways of hosting our events and take measures in every way we can to deal with these serious climate changes. For the coming days, I would like to ask you to stand by your teams, be present at the venues, and applaud the efforts of your athletes. Their participation in this great event is a significant step in their sports career. It will also allow our athletes to get familiar with many different cultures and offer them the necessary experience for their future participation in more international sports events. Wishing you the best of luck for the third Mediterranean Beach Games. Good luck to everybody. Thank you very much, and have a good General Assembly.